Okay, so this is a video that took a while to get out because I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it. For the lore and the world building that I'm doing, most of it is not exactly set in stone until I write it into the comics or the short stories or whatever, like when I actually write it and then illustrate them and go through that whole process. The world building can be a little bit flexible in that way. That allows me to figure out like what plot points and what ideas and characters and other things I want to come up with. So that's just a small disclaimer. Today's topic is about the ages of the collective. Now, in our previous video, I went over the Aeon, the afterlife of the collective, kind of like that kind of neutral plane of existence. And then, sorry, turn that down for a second so that way this could be the only thing you hear. For the beyond, that was the positive side, the more of the flow and feel of the collective itself, where the overseer himself oversees everything, which is kind of on the nose. And then the abyss is that negative, the void within the threads and all the different universes, all the worlds and everything. And that is where the darkness and the evil comes from, the evil beyond. For the ages of the collective, there are three different ages. The first one kind of sets the stage because it begins with humanity at a point in time where their technology and their livelihood is so advanced that they are basically going out to the stars, exploring new worlds and colonizing them and doing research, learning, and becoming more elevated as a species. And it's basically inspired a little bit by Star Trek, so it is possible that maybe one day I make like a short story out of them or something. I don't know, but it might just be kind of like the cliff notes of that kind of like little bit of the collective, because it helps set the stage. Because in that first age, humanity does come across these beings known as ascendants, and they're actually the last vestiges of their species, because during that time they've been embroiled in like a cosmic conflict with the evil beyond, and that has caused every facet of the universe, all the different people, the species, the races, all the everything in it, to kind of either try to fight back or hide and try to recover from it. And because of that, it's sort of a bit, I guess is spoiler alert, but it's a bit of a tragic story because it's humanity at their highest point. And in order to fight back and beat back the evil beyond, to seal it away, it forces the first age to essentially reset through what I call a cataclysm, which is basically the apocalypse. So it's like the dinosaurs getting blown up by the asteroid. Because of that, the ascendants and humanity have kind of fought back the evil beyond and are forced to reset the universe in order to allow life to begin anew. And it is during this time where they try to begin to set the stages should the evil beyond ever come back again. And this kind of leads into the second age. The second age is where it's kind of like a staging ground. You can consider it like the early vestiges of the universe as we've seen it, like in real life, where planets are forming again, the Big Bang happened, and all the different eras of like the Jurassic period, the Cretaceous period, all the basically age of dinosaurs. And this is where everything kind of lays low to help set the stage for what is to come in the third age. Because in the second age, the age of the dinosaurs, when that asteroid hits, that's also considered a cataclysm, but one that's kind of like occurred naturally, because I mean a big old asteroid hits Earth and all the dinosaurs die, paving the way for humanity to come back. And so in the third age, Third age is where humanity begins to prosper once more. And that is where, in that realm, the story Files of 2300 is helps kind of expand on the lore and the context of everything that happened before. And that's going to be like some deep, deep lore. So that's why I kind of say, like, there needs to be like some degree of flexibility until I actually set in stone and have like a plot, story, and outline and illustrations and characters and story moments that I really want for that series. And then outside of that, when it comes to the collective being that multiverse of source, lets me tell the stories of Callan, tell me the stories of Basilisk, Project Chronos, Ghosts, and Insane in the Membrane, like all those stories. And so the third age is kind of like, I don't really want to get too much in specifics, but it really is that area where I have framed my focus on storytelling and allowed the first and second age to be kind of like the stepping stones of the cosmic concepts, much like the Aeon, the Beyond, and the Abyss being the concepts that kind of structure the collective, and the Sea of Threads and all the stories and all that crazy stuff. And it's hard to sift through from my mind. So like, hopefully I've laid this out as clearly as possible, but otherwise I will get into more detail with like the stories and all the different bits and like what I want to tell. And I'm teetering between like telling like a little bit of spoiler-ish bits, or allowing like little bits and pieces to be kind of hinted at for you to put together when eventually these stories get made into like actual comics, because I do want to make them the comics. And I mean, I had this whole idea of getting myself a whiteboard and wanting to lay out everything from the cosmic concept to the lore to the like all the like basically a detectives board of different threads and theories and ideas, and it's just all these crazy stuff. But anyways, I'm going to be rambling for all too long if I keep going, but that's basically what the three ages of the collective. There are basically three. First age being the beginning of everything and kind of like that ancient history. The second being the staging area where things are kind of laid low, and the Ascendants and maybe some other races out there, species, aliens, or whatever, are kind of doing their own thing. And then the dinosaurs die out, and that kind of allows humanity to come back, which then in turn allows for the third age to begin. And then the third age is where everything just kind of comes forth, like from Files to 2200 and all those stories. So I don't know what the next video will be, but I'm hoping maybe I'll start diving into the basic stories I want to tell for each of the series that I have in mind. But there's like a lot, so maybe I'll just pick and choose, or maybe do character dives. Who knows? But at this point, today's topic was the Age of the Collective, and I'm the Curmudgeonly Artist, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.